Hello everybody, and welcome on into another stream. Hope you guys have had a good week so far. What is today? Thursday? God, I can't keep track anymore. Kind of thinking it was Friday, but now it's Thursday, because normally I stream on the weekends. Which was kind of originally the plan this weekend, but I was like, you know what? Well, let's do one tonight. Let's try it out. But yeah, I hope you guys are having a good week and everything. Yeah, as you can see from the title, I'm going to be doing some Borderlands for a little bit. I don't know how much Borderlands I'll do, or really how long the stream's going to go for. Might just be an hour, might be two, I don't know. Might be less than an hour. I don't know, I'm kind of having some, like, really bad allergies going on tonight. Got this, like, weird, you know, lump in the throat sensation going on. So we'll just kind of see how much I can really, you know, how far I can really get into this. Because, yeah, it's kind of irritating, you know, just talking aggravates it a little bit. But I don't know, I just, you know, I felt like I had some energy, you know, so... yeah, here we are. Anyway, what have you guys been up to this last week? Anything interesting? Anything cool? Noah, how are you doing? And GDX, what's up, man? What's happened since the last stream? Well, it was my girlfriend's birthday yesterday. Or excuse me, not yesterday. God, I don't even know. Again, I'm so mixed up with, like, time and shit. A couple days ago, it was my girlfriend's birthday, which we celebrated. This is pure torture. What is pure torture, exactly? Alright guys, I am gonna jump into the game though. But yeah, other than that JDX, like, not a lot has happened. I'm trying to think. Nothing at least too exciting anyway. Kind of just the same old shit, you know? I wish I had more interesting stories to tell you guys, but I really don't. I don't know, my life isn't very exciting. Alright, Borderlands, let's see. Shit, am I even... okay, I am on there. I know I didn't do my hair up today. Just very casual, this stream. Oh well. In fact, my hair probably doesn't look very good, but I don't care. Melee only Krieg. Oh boy, yeah, that doesn't sound very fun. That does sound like pure torture. As much as I like Krieg and I like, you know, using his melee, just like specifically only using his melee, yeah, I don't know. Not something I would attempt anyway. Alright. Borderlands. Probably, you know. Oh, shit. Trying to turn down the music. There we go. Alright. It's okay, my dude. We're here for your personality and the loot.
Okay.
Fuck. That's not loud, is it? I don't think it is. Shouldn't be. Used to be really loud for you guys, but I think I managed to make the intros less loud. If they're still really loud, though, let me know, because I mean, they're not loud for me anyway. It's not like what it used to be. They are still obnoxious though, and I need to turn them off ASAP, as soon as possible. I just always forget. Well, what will happen is that, you know, something will change on my PC, like I'll do like a system update, or I don't know. I don't exactly know what causes this, but somehow Borderlands, like all the graphics settings will reset from time to time. I think that's just a common problem that people have with the game. I don't think I'm the only one who experiences that. And one of the things that will reset is like everything that you've done, like if you've messed around in the config files. So, you know, disabling the intros, for example, is also reset. So you have to constantly, you know, turn that off. And sometimes I'll forget. I wish it would just stay off. I wish there was a way to just keep it off. I don't know if that's a thing. I doubt it. I think that's just, you know, it's just a game problem. Not really sure if there's anything that anybody can do about it, but just beat Boom. Nice. Like Boom Boom. Gonna farm them till you get to level 9. Nice. Are you allowed to use grenades at all? Or is it just melee? Like, that's it? And also, like, what about your shields and shit? Like, what if you have, like, a shield that damages enemies? Is that also, you know, something that counts, or no? Alright, let's see. What character... You know, I've been really been thinking lately how much I want to continue this Mordecai playthrough. It's not that one. I mean, that one too, but like my main one here. Actually go through playthrough 2. I don't think I'm going to do that today, though. I wasn't really planning on it. That's like a whole can of worms if I start that. I don't know, what do you guys think? Roland, Lilith, or Brick? Also, as far as like what I want to do, I'll probably just do Cromrax or Armory or something, I don't know. Keep it simple today. Maybe go farm for some, you know, Iridian gear / Arsenal gear, maybe? I don't know. You're legitimately one of, if not the only people that still legitimately farm in Borderlands 1. This kind of community. I am? Really? What about like Jolt's dude and stuff? Isn't he still... Like, what do you mean by legitimately farm? What do you mean by that, exactly? Craw. Alright, well, I'll pick. We'll just do Soldier, just because, I don't know, why not? Brick, if I'm gonna do Craw anyway, Brick's is not... Yeah, I don't really like to fight Cromrax with Brick. Not very fun. And it's just because his action skill kind of useless in that fight, other than the you know, the health regen, but I don't know. You forgot about the chest. Oh, like the hidden red chest in the arena? Is that what you're talking about? Yes, grenades too, but no guns. So, like, you're saying, like, no grenades? Or are you saying... I'm confused. Bill says everything, but growing up with You Hit Different, man. You're the only one who actually focused on Borderlands 1. Yeah. I still do. Probably to, you know, to my detriment at this point. I don't know. I just love this game. It's my favorite game of all time. I don't know. I love the other Borderlands games as well. Well, I wouldn't say I love Borderlands 3. I've even tried Wonderlands, but at least Borderlands 2 pre-sequel I really enjoy. But Borderlands 1 is my favorite. And it's the one that you know, draws me back in the most. Whereas 2 and pre-sequel, I just don't have the same desire to play those games at this point in time. It's not like I don't get the urge every now and again, but like, Borderlands 1
How can I be of
just always sounds fun to me. I don't know.
You can go.
I mean, maybe always sounds fun to me is, you know, it was kind of a lie, but I don't know. Even if I'm like not really feeling it, like I still have fun with it. I just love this game. Hold a special place in, you know, in my heart. Speaking of favorite games, what are your guys' favorite games or game? Like, do you guys have a favorite game? BioShock? Oh man, BioShock, dude. I love BioShock. BioShock is one of my favorites too. I got my girlfriend into BioShock and she loves it. It's one of her favorites now too. Let's see. Treat. Alright, let's go ahead and throw that down. Borderlands 2 streams at some point, maybe 2. Yeah, I'd like to. I'd like to definitely do more content on the other Borderlands games for sure. Like streams and stuff. I don't know about videos though. Speaking of videos, I think my next idea, or like, you know, my idea for my next video, I was thinking of doing like a level up fast tutorial for Borderlands 1. I've never done that before. And I figured, you know, like the one that I did for pre-sequel, or ones that I did for pre-sequel did well. People really seem to enjoy those. So it's like, man, I never did one for, you know, I thought like I never did one for Borderlands 1, so may as well, you know, do that. So I've been kind of researching that lately. Just different methods and stuff. And I probably need to, you know, one of the reasons I've actually been considering doing Mordecai lately is because I want to test one of those methods of leveling up and actually record it, you know, getting proper footage and everything. So I'd need a character to test that with, right? And to level up with. And I feel like he's kind of a perfect candidate for that. It's just getting, you know, actually playing as him and getting to that point to where I can actually test it. That makes sense. Oh my god, that guy just spawned inside the car. At least that's what it looked like. No chance, man. No chance. You don't think Krieg can fit through doorways? Can he really not fit through that doorway? Kind of like Brick in this game, just, you know, he's bigger than the other characters, so, you know, like, for example, that one, I think it's like a vent in, was it the Crimson Fastness? Is that what it was called? There's like a certain vent that, like, you can enter to avoid this turret, but, like, Brick can't fit through the vent, because he's too big. Too beefy. Which is, I think is actually kind of hilarious. Legitimately wrote a thesis on how video games can be an art form. Oh, nice, dude. Using Bioshock as an example. Awesome. Nice. That's cool, man. That's cool. I'm sure I've used video games, you know, as like a reference point in school before for things. I was always one of those kids in school, like in my computer tech class, which unsurprisingly computer tech was like my favorite class in school. But, you know, I was always like the one to like play video games any chance I got. And I got this one I don't remember what it was called, but it let me stream games. It was kind of ahead of its time, actually. So I could play like Borderlands and you know, really any, hell, like the most demanding games on the shitty school computers, you know, which was pretty cool. Like, obviously it did rely on internet, so like it wouldn't be perfect, be very laggy at times. But yeah, I'd just be sitting there sometimes, you know, just playing Borderlands. Because we were kind of allowed to, you know, do anything we wanted to after we completed our assignment, you know, so I was just like, why not? I wish I could remember what it was, though. I'm sure it's not a thing anymore. But this was in middle school for me. When I did this. And it's kind of funny because, you know, I'd play Borderlands. This is how much I like Borderlands, right? Like, I'd play Borderlands on there, and it's just like a free trial. I didn't even own it or anything. So every time I would quit out, I would have to start over. But I would constantly do that, you know? Because I don't know, I just loved playing it so much. But there were certain games where like starting over really didn't matter, you know, like multiplayer games and shit. Like I would do like Unreal Tournament or something, you know, which really doesn't matter because you could just, like, as long as you don't play the campaign or whatever, like you could just fuck around in that game and stuff, you know. It doesn't really matter if your progress is saved or whatever. Oh, fuck me. Okay, I should probably have, you know, prepared a little bit more for this. Let's see, we'll do the doctor. I feel like having some nice health regen and ammo regen right now. Not really having to worry about that as much. You love Unreal Tournament? Oh, me too. Me too. Yeah, I've actually been kind of tempted to play Unreal Tournament again, just for lulz, you know. I wish Unreal Tournament was still like popular, but you know, unfortunately, those type of arena shooter games aren't really. They kind of fizzled out, you know, a long time ago, which is unfortunate. Jesus Christ. Just unpause it. Oh, hell. Okay. Do I even have a fire gun? I didn't even check. I don't think I do. Of course, out of all the fucking guns... you know, I'm gonna start this over. Let's just pretend that never happened. Let's pretend that run never happened. I went into that completely unprepared. I didn't even check my inventory first before I used the elevator. Dumbass! Alright. Cassiopeia. Sure. Artemis. Well, yeah, sure. Because I could use that. You know, it's got like dual element. It's a dual element gun, fire and corrosive, so. Which means I could bring in 2 weapons specifically for Cromrax, I guess, if I want to. Just a matter of, gonna go Slaughter Flint. Nice, do it. Your main passion is now music. At least with music, I can easily make a project more so than video games, and I love the experimental and abstract stuff, especially in hip-hop. Nice. You know, I actually used to... I've tried my hand at making music before. You know, I've always wanted to be a musician and make, like, electronic music. And I've messed around a little bit with, like, this, I think it's called, like, Music Maker or something. This, like, very, you know, simple software. You just kind of, you know, it gives you a bunch of, like, templates, you know, that you just kind of mash together. You know, and you could just, yeah, just make a song out of it, you know? Like, you just gotta basically put everything in place how you want it to be. Like, it just gives you kind of everything, and then it's just like, okay, here, make a song with this, you know? Gives you the tools. And it's pretty, like, beginner-friendly, but I don't know. I feel like I made some decent songs. It's just, like, the rhythm. I've never been good at, like, making, you know... It's the rhythm aspect of it. You know, my songs would be so inconsistent. They'd just be all over the fucking place. TCD can tell you. Yes, TCD. Like, I've actually sent him clips of said songs before, and he was like, dude, like, these sound good, but, like, the rhythm is completely off on these, man. Just all over the place. So, I don't know. I'm sure if I practiced and really just studied music more, but... Anyway, getting off topic here. Sidetracked. Let's see. What do I want to use? Vulcan Fury? Sure, we'll do the Vulcan Fury and the... what do you call it? The Criminal, in case I run out of ammo at all. We'll just also do the entry now, why not?
Time to rise even higher.
Time to rise even higher. Did you ever get into Splitgate? I think I've heard about that. Swear, I've heard about it. I forgot I have coffee over here. It's probably cold though at this point. Yeah, it's kind of cold. Let me see if I can warm it back up over here. God, it sounds so familiar, man. I don't know. I don't know though. I know Cliffy B, you know, he tried to bring back the arena shooters a little bit, mix it with Overwatch or whatever. What even was that game called? Fuck. I know it didn't do well. But I kind of wish it did. I don't know. Just because I know he was trying to kind of bring back that genre a little bit, while also modernizing it. I mean, I never played it. Was it Lawbreakers? I think it was Lawbreakers, you know. Like, I could definitely see his vision with it, you know what I mean? Shit. Yeah. It's just everybody... I don't know, man. The problem with those arena shooters that you know, a lot of people say, that I hear a lot of people talk about, is that the difficulty of them. There's kind of like this big learning curve, you know? Like, it's not as easy to you know, to pick up and play. Um, if that makes sense. I don't know how to really explain it. But I feel like a lot of multiplayer games nowadays are just super, like, casual friendly, whereas games like Unreal Tournament, not as much. At least if you're really trying to get into the competitive scene, you know? Ah, man, the Vulcan Fury is a terrible idea, especially without the mercenary. Let's get that out, actually. So if I'm going to use this thing, I may as well use the mercenary with it. Kind of shooting myself in the foot if I don't. There we go, that's better. Oh, fuck. God damn it, I thought I was behind the... Oh my god, dude! You see how... That's probably like the highest and farthest I've been launched from Cromrax before. That was crazy. I don't know what prompted that, but damn. Was it because did I jump or something? Was like in mid-jump? I do have the neutrino out. I gotta remember that, so that definitely makes sense. Okay. That's probably why I had the neutrino out. Oh shit. Oh my god. Fuck. Yeah, exactly. I'm trying to think like what it was. I think it was like the movement and stuff and like how precise you know your aiming has to be. There's like several different factors with those like old school, and I'm mainly talking about obviously those old school arena shooters. Stuff like Halo like was a lot better. Oh fuck, man. Good thing I have the doctor out. Definitely helping with the ammo aspect. Because this thing, I feel like would be out of ammo at this point. We're not even close, man. Damn. Yeah, boomer shooters, yeah. Fuck, man. God damn it. I wish the new... because I think there was an Unreal Tournament being developed there at Epic Games, like Unreal Tournament 4, but I think it got scrapped, sadly. Hell, I think TCD even worked on it. I remember him talking to me about that, how he like made a map for it or something. I think it's... Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen anymore though. I fucking doubt it, man. Since Fortnite blew up, I don't think Epic... Yeah. Why would they revive that? I don't know. Kind of very niche, you know, nowadays. Splatgate, man, it just sounds so familiar. I'll have to look it up after the stream. Sounds very familiar. I remember playing this one, I think it was more like an indie, you know, it was like an indie game that was like a boomer shooter. that came out years ago, and I remember jumping on that. I don't think it was called Splitgate, though. I think it was something else. I wish I could remember the name of it. I have it on Steam. I'd have to fucking go through all my games to find it. Damn, dude. I don't know why I don't normally use the Doctor with the Vulcan Fury. Jeez. Crazy. I know, like, this isn't the most effective thing against Gromrax. Like, I could definitely be killing him faster if I use the Criminal, but it's just so much fun to just spray this gun, man. It's so much fun. Alright, let's see what we got here. Anyway, I know some of you guys probably don't give a shit about the boomer shooter talk. Maybe, I don't know, maybe I'm kind of showing my age. Wait. Well, some of you guys might not even know, you know, what a boomer shooter even is, or, you know, what the hell, like, Unreal Tournament even is. Which I don't blame you, honestly. Like, yeah, it's not relevant anymore. It hasn't been for a while. It's kind of sad. Revolution. What is the max fire rate that you can get on a Revolution? Anybody know? Anybody here know? I know the Revolution always has like a garbage fire rate, which is kind of funny because it's a Vladoff assault rifle. I've always found that hilarious. That, like, you'd think it would have like a top tier fire rate, but no. No. I think the max fire rate's like 8. Which is like decent, but like for a Vladoff, it could go much higher. Like, come on. I don't know if that was an oversight. Probably not. Probably intentional. Very, I don't know. It's weird. Makes me not really like the Revolution just because it doesn't, you know, the Vladoff justice. It's not what Vladoff stands for. Not why I pick Vladoff. Yeah, man, I'll have to look into it. I'll have to look into Splitgate. So wait, their next game, you might have already said this, is it going to be like Splitgate 2? Is that, or... I don't know, you might have already mentioned. When did Splitgate come out? That's actually something I'm wondering. Set in the Splitgate universe. You know what I want there to be is a natural selection 3. I don't know why that came to mind, but that is a multiplayer game that I'd love to see happen. Because, you know, I've actually been recently playing through Subnautica, and I realized that, you know, they're the same developers who made Natural Selection, and that Natural Selection, you know, like, Subnautica is in the same universe as Natural Selection. Like, some of the stuff in Subnautica led to, you know, the events of natural selection, which I found to be just so cool, like how they, you know, interweave that. So maybe that's kind of what reminded me of it, is when you mentioned that it's like in the same universe as that game, as Splitgate, their next game. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. That, and also, you know, I have been playing Subnautica. God damn it. Alright, you know, let's actually get the, let's get the good old criminal out at this point. Stop fucking around. Which also is very nice with the, as you can see, look at that. Look how tight that strut is, dude. Look at that shit. It's honestly, I don't know. I guess depending on how good my aim is here, it can be a detriment. It can be bad. Having increased spread could, you know, actually can be a little beneficial with Cromrax. So you don't have to be as precise with his spots, but as long as I'm, you know, shooting where I'm supposed to be shooting, we're good. But knowing me, that's, yeah. I'm probably gonna struggle with that. Nice. Anyway, I hope you guys are enjoying the stream. It's definitely more chill than normal, but hopefully you guys are enjoying nonetheless. Oh, hell. God damn it. Oh my god. The way I just flew back there. Just going down with the neutrino effect is kind of hilarious. God, I keep pulling that out. Look at that though. I mean, damn. Like I said, if I can actually hit the spots, if I can hit my mark, then this thing just shreds, dude. Look at that. Okay, that wasn't in the spot. I wasn't even paying attention, but thankfully it wasn't in the other pile. Oof. Destroyer. Oh man, I'd love to find a destroyer with. The fuck was that? Oh, that was okay. My turret thing. Okay. Where'd the destroyer go? I'd love to find a ×4 destroyer. ×4 elemental destroyer. That's a thing apparently. It's very rare though. I think it's one of the rarest things in the game. Might even be rarer than Vader Nemesis. I don't know. Who knows? It's definitely up there though. Maybe it's about as rare as finding a perfect part combination Reaper. I don't know. I know TCD has apparently found 1 or 2 of those. Maybe more in the past, so maybe they're not as rare as I really think. But then again, I don't know. I don't know how many hours he's spent trying to get those. Probably a lot. And who knows, maybe I've actually seen one before, but never really realized it was anything special, and I probably moved on, knowing me. Sometimes I'm not paying enough attention to the finer details, you know? We all know I'm also not very good with parts and shit, and just, yeah, I don't know. I don't have a very good, you know, attention span. You don't give yourself enough credit, man. You're the reason we made it through our preteen years. Hey, I appreciate that, man. I do appreciate the, you know, the kind words. I know I don't give myself enough credit. That's definitely a problem I do have. Coffee's getting a little warmer again. You have any hot tea or soup? I mean, I got some mildly warm coffee. Calling it warm is not, I don't know, it's not even that warm. It's getting there. It's not cold. But yeah, I got that. Which I probably shouldn't be having. Knowing my stomach, what it can handle. But sometimes I just like to treat myself, you know? Today I was like, man, I really am craving some coffee. Oh, you're talking about the whole throat thing, like that I mentioned at the beginning of the stream, right? Is that what you're talking about? Like the lump in the throat feeling? Is that what you're referring to? Yeah, the tea or the coffee is definitely not helping that. If that's what you're referring to. Yeah, tea is great. Like, normally I actually have been drinking tea. I've mostly switched to drinking tea over coffee, just due to my stomach. Because coffee just fucks me up sometimes. But sometimes I have coffee just because, I don't know, man. Like a guilty pleasure type of thing. Oh, fuck. Look at that, man. Look at that height. Balls of hands. Oh, man, I remember that. Balls of hands. Pretty sure is what I used to say. All because of, you know, I don't even know how that came to be. I think it's because I thought TCD said that or something. And then it just kind of became a thing where I just called it balls of hands. I don't know. How you doing, Liquids? It's good to have you, man. It's really good to see you again. How have you been doing? I've been following you on the, oh my god, come on! Wow, I'm dead. I've been following you on Twitch, and I've been meaning to come by and watch your streams. I've been getting the notifications and stuff. I've been seeing that you've been streaming still. How's that been going? I've been meaning to watch a lot of different streams lately. But man, even like my favorite streamers, I just haven't done it, man. I just haven't... Like, you know... The problem is, lately, I've been just so obsessed with watching YouTube videos. That's kind of been my thing lately. And, I don't know. Just haven't felt the desire to watch any streams, but I'll have to come by, man. I'll have to definitely come by and check out what you're doing over there. Using the mod? What mod? Just like the normal, the arsenal and shit? I mean, I don't even think I'm... Yeah, I didn't even pop the vials, did I? It doesn't matter. I mean, I'm just farming Cromracks, but... You live in Japan. I can't remember. Did you come in here before and tell me that? I swear to God, it was somebody that came in here not that long ago and told me that they were like moving to Japan or something, or that they were in Japan. I don't know if it was you. Maybe it was somebody else. But I remember them, you know, telling me like that it was kind of a difficult transition, which I would imagine, you know, if like you're not used to It's just a completely different culture and environment, you know, and yeah, I can see that definitely being difficult. I know I follow this this channel. It goes by Abroad in Japan. He's kind of got some interesting videos about living, you know, living in Japan as like a foreigner. Oh fuck. And he's, you know, he's kind of given some tips before, so if I ever, you know, go there, like, I'll kind of have at least some knowledge, I guess. Oh, fuck. It was likely you. I think it might have been. I don't know. It's... my memory lately is just... yeah. Fuck. Sometimes I get names and people mixed up. Oh, fuck. But I think it was you. I don't remember if you've been in the stream recently. I know I don't see you come in here too often. But how's it going over there, other than that being, you know, difficult? Is it, you know, like, is it cool living in Japan? Oh, fuck. I'm sure it has its, you know, its upsides for sure. I mean, I'd love to live in Japan, though. It would be hard, you know, just to adjust. Oh, fuck. I think for me, one of the most difficult aspects would be the crowds. Like, holy shit. Specifically, like, in Tokyo. I don't know if I could do it, man. I don't know. Like, I could go there, like, as, like, a tourist and just, you know, like on a vacation or something. But, like, living there, I don't know. That's just... God, I love the Vulcan Fury. Again, I know this thing isn't doing, like, you know, it's not doing the most damage here. Just slowly chipping away at his health, but it's just so much fucking fun shooting this gun. But I don't even care. I really don't even care. Oh, shit. You know what? Let's get rid of this guy. He's really pissing me off. God, there's several of them. Even though I know there's just going to be, you know, there's going to be more that come in, I'm sure. Or at least it gets the maggots off my ass for a second. I still remember your reactions to your recent pearl drops, your first tsunami. I think is the greatest. Followed by the one you got with TCD out of a Crimson Lance world drop. I think I remember that. Was it Iridian? I'm assuming it was like an Iridian legendary or something. Did you ever see me and TCD get the Reaper from a Skag? We got a Reaper world drop from a Skag in Skag Gully. Fucking crazy. Definitely one of the craziest things that's happened to me in this game. If not, still probably the craziest thing, actually, that's happened to me in this game. Like, not even kidding you. If you guys haven't seen that, you definitely should go check that out. Just type in Handsome Jackboy Reaper Skag drop or something and it'll pop up. Like, getting a Reaper to drop just, you know, by itself is extremely rare, but like as a world drop from a Skag is insane. It's insane. Oh my god. Like, it's one thing getting it from, like, Cromrax or the Armory, but, like, man, getting it from, like, an enemy like a Skag, for example, is just beyond insane. Like, the chances of that are... And it wasn't the best Reaper, but just the fact that it was a Reaper. Made it crazy. Come visit the remote-ass area I live in. Where do you live in? Like, what area of Japan? If you don't mind me asking. Oh, fuck. God damn it, these goddamn... Jesus. On meds and alcohol and everything. Oh, fuck. Hey, don't worry about it, JDX. It's all good, man. I mean, you definitely don't seem out of it to me. Oh, fuck. And I appreciate the company. Appreciate you being in the chat. Same with you, Liquid, and anybody else who's watching, and, you know, even if you're not chatting, I appreciate you guys coming in to watch, even if it's just for a second. Alright, let's keep this thing out. I just... my mind just, you know, defaults to getting out the Vulcan Fury, just because it's just, you know... what I like to be shooting. But... what I really should be using is this thing, because it's much more effective, as you can see. Not as fun, but it's more effective. And I figured, you know, at this point, I should probably just fucking kill him. You know, I've been running around way too much. Alright, come on. Gotta be something decent in here. And I know I'm not really looking at the class mods too much. I mean, I kinda am right now, but... that's because I'm not playing as Lilith, so I figured if I do find an Iridian class mod, it doesn't fucking matter. I mean, I guess it would be cool to see, you know, for sure. But part of me would be devastated because, like, I wouldn't be able to use it unless I, you know, transferred it over, you know, via Willow Tree or something. Which I'd rather not do. Like, I'd rather actually just find it on my Lilith instead, you know. You live in Kushimoto, southernmost point on Shu Island. And how is it living there? Like, in such a rural location. Because honestly, I haven't really heard much about living in, like, a more rural part of Japan. I've mostly heard about living in, like, you know, Tokyo and, like, more busy sides of Japan. But, like, I don't know much about the rural life. You know, what that's like. It's pretty okay. Like, what do you do? Like, what's, you know... like, what's your, you know, your job, so to speak? We're having a rough time. The new doggo. Need to learn the new language. Yeah, that was, see, that's another thing, is like learning the language, you know. I didn't even mention that. That's got to be tough too. Learning Japanese. Just learning a new language in general. I don't know. Just another obstacle you have to overcome, I guess. Now this coffee is a good temperature. I mean, fishing, biking, swimming, gotcha. Nice. Is it like pretty nice, like in that area? Like, just, you know, like, is it a pretty part of Japan that you're living in? Because I don't know much about that area. I don't. Let's see, should I keep doing chrome racks, or should I switch over to some armory? What time is it? How long have I been going for? Only an hour? I was kind of thinking of doing some Noita for a minute as well. I don't know, I might keep doing Borderlands though. I don't know if you guys really give a shit about, you know, Noita, but that just sounded fun. Come make my job more meaningful. It's absolutely beautiful there. I bet. I feel like Japan is beautiful anyway, you know. Even in the, you know, the city, just from what I've seen, you know, like, I haven't actually been there, just from what I've seen through pictures and videos and stuff. Give it another run and move on to Noita. Alright, I'll do one more Chromax run. And then I guess I'll kind of just decide after that, you know, what I feel like doing. But I think I might switch over to Noita, just do like a little bit of that and then leave off. Because I didn't really think I was gonna go for too long on the stream. Kind of mentioned that at the beginning. It's like, I might go for an hour, I might go for 2 hours, I don't know. Just depends on, you know, how my throat is feeling. Oh, dude, I bet the views are amazing. I freaking bet, man. But everyone agrees that no one knows what the fuck being here is all about, and that's where I come in. I have to spread information in a more accessible way for people to want to come. Oh. So is that why you're like telling me to come over there? I don't know. So is that like actually like your job, or is to like promote that part of Japan? Is that what I'm gathering here? Come visit, you butthead. I'd love to visit. Yeah, I would come visit in a heartbeat. I would love to go to Japan. It's just, you know, it's not really as much of that as it is, you know, like money. Being able to afford it, you know, that's the problem. That's what's stopping me. Oh fuck, man, come on. Yeah, I would love to. I'd love to visit Japan someday, for sure. Sounds like it would be so much fun. Even just to see, like, once in my life, you know? It's like one of those once in a lifetime things for me, you know? But I just, like, it's definitely something on my bucket list, you know? To visit there someday. Like once in my life, at least. At least. You know? The main issue, yeah, is the cost of flight, yeah. And possibly hotel. Rather affordable here, is worth it. Now, where were you before you moved to Japan? Were you in, like, did you live in the United States? Like, fuck. Oh, hell. And sorry if I'm asking these personal questions, you know. I would understand if you know, don't feel comfortable answering. I'm just genuinely curious. Toronto. Gotcha. So Canada. Oh, fuck. So as you can see, you know, just using the criminal is much faster, much more efficient way to deal with Cromrax than the Vulcan Fury. Just, you know, even though I do find the criminal to be very fun as well, I find the Vulcan Fury to be much more satisfying to use, despite it not being as effective. Oh, fuck. Because who says it has to, you know, be the most effective weapon, you know? Like, if I'm having fun with it, why the hell not use it, you know? All that matters is that it's fun. It doesn't have to be the most meta, you know, overpowered weapon in the game. It is, it really is. It's one of my favorite weapons that TCD's made for this game. It's so, like, unique as well. There's nothing like it in this game. It's literally like a minigun in Borderlands 1, which is, yeah, like, that's just not a thing in this game. It's very unique. It's just so fun, man, especially if you pair it with the mercenary and the doctor, which I don't know why. I feel like I don't normally pair it with the doctor, which I probably should, because as you saw, like, man, that ammo regen was actually kind of keeping up with the rate at which I was, you know, like the fire rate of the weapon. I mean, not like, you know, I wasn't 100% keeping up with it, but it was very rapid. Because I feel like normally I'd run out of ammo way quicker than that. Like, it actually took some time to run out of bullets. Which means I just get to keep on shooting it more, which I am not complaining about. I agree. Like, he had to, you know, make a brand new weapon type, essentially. You know, crazy.
Remember, Marcos means quality at a great price.
By far one of the most unique weapons in the arsenal, just from that alone. Like, having a minigun isn't really necessarily the most unique thing ever, But like in this game, you know, if you consider everything, how there's like nothing like it, and how he had to basically build a new weapon from the ground up, like that's crazy, you know. And I just have a soft spot for miniguns in games and fast fire rate weapons, so like there's a reason why Vladoff is my favorite manufacturer in Borderlands, typically. The issue is there's too much to see there. 2 weeks barely cover it. Yeah, I can imagine. I can imagine. I feel like that's, you know, kind of a problem when you travel in general. Like if you just travel for, you know, like a week, for example, or 2. You know, it's just like, I guess it does depend on where you go, but I've definitely, you know, seen my fair share of traveling, and there's been a lot of times where there's just not enough time, you know, like even if I'm like there for a while, you know, I still don't feel like I have enough time there, you know. That's especially prominent with like going on cruises, you know, and cruise ships and shit, and it's just so rapid fire with each location that you go to. You typically only have like 1 day at each location. Most of your time is spent on the cruise ship itself, which isn't inherently a problem because it's usually, you know, a nice experience on the cruise ship. But you know, it's always really disappointing when, you know, you're having so much fun and, you know, you only have like a day or less than a day to see everything there, you know, when you get to where you're going, you know. So yeah, that's especially like a problem with that stuff, because again, I feel like a majority of the time on cruises, at least the cruises I've been on, has been spent on the cruise ship itself and not actually being in the location, which has been so disappointing, man. I've been to certain locations where I'm like, man, I just want to go back there. I want to experience it properly and have more time. Yeah, I bet, dude. I bet you could. All right, let's see. I think if I want to switch over to Noita, or I just want to stick with Borderlands. I might just do some armory runs. Let's just do some armory runs. I think I'll just do that and then I'll call it. I'd rather just maybe next time just do Noita, like have a full stream dedicated to Noita, you know? Ah, fuck. Because I don't know how much longer I'm really going to go for, and that's why I don't know if I want to switch to it, because I might be ready to be done soon, so I don't know if it's really worth switching over. I'd rather just, you know, spend the rest of my time here on this game while I have time to spend. Fuck. Yeah, maybe one of these days, Liquid, I'll come down there and visit. One of these days. Probably not for a while, but yeah. Like I said, man, it's just a matter of money, you know. It's not a matter of desire, you know. It's a matter of money. Let's see. I was just gonna get out. I guess we'll get out of the retreat. It doesn't really matter at this point. Could just get a normal car or whatever. Oh boy. Oh god. I guess we'll kill Ajax. I don't really feel like killing Ajax, but I don't know, man. You never know what'll drop. He might drop the Ajax over. It's always just fun to see, you know. It's always worth it. Oh, come on. Come on. Come on out, bitch. Come on out. Come over here, you coward. You're not an intellectual. You're a fake and a fraud. You guys know what I'm quoting? Oh, fuck. Come on. Okay, yeah. Get out the criminal. Get out the criminal. That's the best. Once again, you know, just like with Cromrax, this is the the best option here for just wanting to kill shit in the, you know, the fastest way possible. At least out of all the gear that I'm currently using, you know, in this situation. Okay. What have you been streaming over there, though, Liquid? On your stream? Oh shit! All right, I gotta do this. Oh! Did I actually? I got fucking stuck, dude. All right, let's. Can I get out? I did not expect that. That was a little bit of a last minute, like, you know, kind of just clicked with me as I was approaching the ramp, like, oh, let's fucking go off this, but completely missed it and got my vehicle, managed to get the retreat stuck under this barricade. Damn, that's how fast I was going. Well, there goes that. Oops, I didn't mean to throw that out there. Been streaming some Wonderlands. Nice, man. I need to play Wonderlands. Is it any good? Is it fun? I'm sure it's fun. I'm sure the gameplay is at least enjoyable. I don't know about the story, though. If it's anything like Borderlands 3, but I'm sure, you know, I like how it's, you know, because the Tiny Tina DLC in Borderlands 2 is one of my favorite Borderlands DLCs. Ever. So, I don't know, I love, like, the idea, you know, of, Wonderlands. Oh, fuck. But it's basically more of that, you know, it's more of the Tiny Tina DLC, just turned into, like, a full experience. I just don't know if it's as good of, you know, of an experience, but... oh, fuck. Because I've heard fairly mixed things about it, which is why I haven't checked it out yet. I don't know. Borderlands 3 just... You know, it's basically to blame for why I haven't checked it out. Oh, hell. Not that I absolutely hate Borderlands 3, because I know it sounds like I fucking hate that game. I actually don't hate it. As a matter of fact, I picked up Borderlands 3 on the Switch on a sale. I know. Yeah. Probably stupid. But, it goes to show that I don't actually hate the game. I do find it enjoyable. There's certain aspects about it that just really fucking bother me. But the one thing is for sure is that the gameplay is very fun. And that's why I still, you know, that's why I actually like it. If the gameplay wasn't fun, or as fun as it is, yeah. it'll be another story. But everything else about the game, like the story and characters and writing and end game and the loot, drop rates and all that other shit. The anointments, the mayhem modifiers, you know, all that other stuff. Leaves a sour taste in my mouth, but oh hell, I forgot to. Oh, God damn it! No, God damn it! All right, whatever. Let's fuck them up. Let's actually let's. You know what I like to do that I haven't done in a while is use the kill switch. Let's whip this thing out. Flip it. See if we can. Let's see if we get a kill switch. Kill. Oh, nice. Only 2 shots. Sometimes it takes a minute. Awesome. I think I've had it before where it only took 1 shot to kill. 1 shot for the proc to trigger. Nice. Nice. Now that was pretty lucky. Flip that switch. Man, TCD. It's kind of like with my neutrino dialogue. It just like needs to be updated. It's not like that you know the voice lines sound bad. It's just like the quality, like the audio quality of it. You know, you can tell it's very dated. BL3 wasn't the best. Sorry, the story hurt a bit too much. Mayhem was an interesting idea. I agree. I don't know. It reminds me of the OP levels from Borderlands 2. And I don't like that. I don't know. And the drop rates. It was mainly the drop rates for me. I know I complain about that a lot, and I'm sure you're even aware of that's a big, you know, because I talk about it a lot. Like every time I bring up Borderlands 3, I most likely end up bringing up the drop rates in some way, shape, or form. But that is such a big factor for me, man. Like the drop rates really do make or break the experience for me in Borderlands. Like if they're not tuned how I want them to be. I'd rather the drop rates be far too low than far too high, and they end up being far too high in Borderlands 3, and that sucks. You know, and it constantly reminds me of how perfect Borderlands 1, like, the drop rates are in this game. At least with the OG. You know, with the enhanced edition they completely borked it, but with the OG, like, the drop rates are absolutely perfect. And it's funny because, you know, legendaries in this game are actually kind of common, you know, but given how the loot system works and the part system works, you're most likely gonna end up finding, you know, despite you finding a lot of legendaries, those legendaries are probably not going to be very good. You know, there's definitely a decent chance of them not being very good, and your other weapons end up being better. Like your non-legendary weapons end up being better, whereas, you know, and I'm not really super sure about Borderlands 3 with the part system 100%, but I know with at least Borderlands 2, like once you found a legendary, you were pretty much set with that legendary. There's no reason to farm for the same legendary again, unless you need one like at a higher level or something. Like, yeah, there is part variation, you know, but the stat differences are so small that it doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter. You know? Not that it makes it completely redundant, like if you want the perfect fucking sham or whatever, or perfect unkempt herald or whatever, go for it, you know, but it doesn't really matter that much at the end of the day, you know? It's pretty insignificant for the most part. Anyway. Whereas in this game, it can make such a difference. You can find a Reaper and it really be garbage, you know? Or really any legendary. And then you can find fucking god tier versions of you know, the same said legendary. You know? Hell, like the Hellfire is a great example. Like you could find absolutely garbage Hellfires with like terrible fire rates. Yes, I'm talking about the Thumper ones. And then you can find absolutely, you know, insane versions of the Hellfire. I mean, basically any Hellfire, though, let's be honest, that's not a Thumper is good, even if it's not, like, the best. Because the Hellfire just... Like, you know, with how dots work in this game, it's just, you know... yeah, it's like stacking dots and stuff, with how that works. It's just... You know, it's hard to not find a good Hellfire, just for that reason. Even if it is arguably a shit one. Even if it is a Thumper, like, it still will probably be decent, but... Really, what makes the Hellfire so good is if, you know... Like, the higher the fire rate, the better, because basically, like, the faster that you can apply procs, the better, you know? And that's what makes it so good. Because those procs stack. And that's why it does, you know, that's why it's so powerful. But like, as far as like the base damage of the Hellfire, it's really not good. It's again what, you know, it's the elemental proc that makes it so amazing. I felt the drop rates were a little too high. Are you talking about Wonderlands, or are you talking about Borderlands 3? Yeah, exactly. Like, that's another thing. You just don't get excited for a drop. Like, if the drop rates are so high and, like, you kill a fucking... Like, with Borderlands 3, you kill a badass in that game, he has a chance to drop several legendaries. Not just one, but, like, several. But it becomes, like... It becomes so, like, mind-numbing. You know, there's not really much, gratification, like, you know, satisfaction, like, you know, not much of a dopamine rush, you know, because normally, like, when you find something rare or what you think is rare, you're like, holy shit, you know, like, that's fucking crazy, like, there's this big dopamine rush, right? But, like, when it's just, it drops so, so frequently, you know, like, there's no rush. It's just you're like numb to it. You kind of, you're like, oh, okay, cool, legendary, awesome. That's nice, I guess, you know, cool. Oh yeah, there's another one. Oh shit, like five minutes later, not even 5 minutes later. Oh shit, another legendary, cool. I already have one that's good, you know, and then it's just like, it's rinse repeat, and you just have like this full set of legendaries. You honestly will have far too many legendaries to even know what to do with. You literally have to pick between the legendaries because you have so many of them. You know? And then the game just becomes such a pushover because you have all these fucking amazing weapons that are dropping, like... You know... Very quickly. Absurdly quickly. I wish Thumpers were better in this game. I wish. Part of me wants to like Thumpers, but I just... Every time I want to try them, I just... Ugh. I don't know. It's just not... They're not fun. Like, I can maybe see the idea. I can see the idea. But they're just not very well executed, and they're not fun to use. even if they were good, they're just not, they're simply not fun. They're not fun to use.
This'll help.
Like, given the way the SMGs function in this game, and, you know, how they feel, they just, it doesn't work.
Always nice to get resupply.
And they're simply just not good. Like, they're not good weapons. Period.
All right, we got guns over here.
Like, you're mostly, you know, like, you're pretty much always better off finding a fast fire SMG. Even if it's like worse, like arguably like stat wise outside of like the fire rate, if it's like worse in every way and like under leveled compared to the thumper, you're probably still better off because that's just how it is. Oh shit, fucking violator. Nice. I want to find a blast, like an explosive violator, because I think that's a thing. I remember someone telling me that's a thing. Never seen it. At least I don't think. Maybe I have. But I would love to find like a good explosive violator. That's definitely one of the things I still want to find in this game. Wonderlands is better with loot. Okay. Well, that's good. That's good news, you know? That's good news. You're talking about Borderlands 3. I figured. And I remember, I think it was Aaron, Aaron who came in here a while ago. It was a while. It's been a while though since he came in here, but I remember he said the drop rates are better for Borderlands 3 nowadays. But I don't know. I'd have to test that myself. I'm sure it's still too high, you know.
Always room for more loot.
I just won't ever forget seeing those pictures flood the internet, like social media, of people like just taking screenshots of their mini-map when Borderlands 3 came out, and I don't know if that's still a thing that can happen, but like literally the whole mini-map would be just completely filled, like 100% filled up with just the legendary like icon. You know, there's just so many legendaries on the screen that the whole mini-map would just be completely filled up with that, you know, that symbol. Because whenever you get a legendary in Borderlands 3, you know, like there's a little, I think it's like a little star or something, like an orange star that pops up on the minimap. And people would like, and I remember Jolt's dude even, you know, he'd post that, like he'd post pictures of his minimap and how fucking crazy, you know, it was that like, I was just so baffled by that. And I remember I was still playing through the game at the time, and when I saw that, I was just like, no, dude, no. And I had like already started to, you know, I started to pick up on the drop rates, but I didn't realize it was that bad. I didn't realize that once you get to end game and once you know, start to, you know,
This'll help.
jump on the whole mayhem thing, that it just gets out of hands.
Armaments here.
That's been fixed. Yeah, I mean, I figured that's at least been, you know, that's better now. You know, I don't think it's like that anymore. But I just could not believe it. You know, I couldn't believe when I saw that. Like, people's minimaps were completely, like, you couldn't even see the minimap. Like, it was just covered in legendaries, man. Like, ugh. It's ridiculous.
All right, we got guns over here.
And I'm pretty sure Gearbox is like, I think they admitted that they did that for casual players like that. I mean, it's kind of very obvious, you know. I don't know if they've ever actually said that necessarily, or I swear they've said that somewhere. But like, it's very obvious the reason they made the drop rate so high was to cater to casuals, you know. But for people who are, you know, more hardcore Borderlands fans, it's like it just completely fucks you over. Even just as a casual, I'd say it sucks, you know, for like the longevity of it. Like, yeah, cool, you know, you get higher drop rates and you get these weapons quicker, but like at the end of the day, there's no satisfaction in that. Where's the satisfaction of that? And it cuts down that replay value, because part of what makes Borderlands so fun is going out there and farming, you know, like, and there's no farming. I mean, there still is farming technically, like, you know, there's the whole anointment system, which I've also just, like, that's also just a whole other can of worms, right? But part of what I like about Borderlands is farming, and again, that satisfaction of finally getting the legendary you've been looking for, or seeing like a really rare, like, world drop, you know. There's nothing like that, man. There's nothing like that. And when you're, you know, when your best weapons in the game are so easy to find, it really, you know, fucks with the experience, man. It really fucks with it. At least for me, you know? And I would honestly say, like, other people, there's, like, definitely a lot of other people who would agree with that. But yeah, it's just, I don't know. I still think it's a little too high, yeah. I'd imagine. I still probably, I wouldn't be surprised. I definitely would go back into Borderlands 3, like, if I ever pick it back up, like, on the Switch or just on PC or whatever, if I ever pick it back up again, I definitely expect it to still be too high. But I would at least hope it's better, you know. I would hope that at least the world drops are a lot less frequent, you know. Because, God, I just got so tired of getting legendaries, like, just almost every fucking 5-10 minutes, I swear. Like, at some point you just get them so frequently that it just became so, like, and almost like exhausting. Like, you just kind of hoped, like, oh, I don't want another legendary. Like, it became so overwhelming. Like, it shouldn't be overwhelming. Like, you shouldn't be getting overwhelmed with the amount of legendaries that are being dropped and then having to, like, decide, like, oh shit, which ones do I want to use because I'm finding so fucking many of them. That would happen so much too. Like, I'd find a legendary and be like, oh, this is so fun, I'm really enjoying this legendary. Then I find another legendary. And then, like, you know, I'd already have, like, a fucking, you know, a full loadout of really awesome things, but I'd really want to try out this new one, you know, that I just found. And then it's just like, it's just this weird struggle that I would run into. Just because of how fucking, like, you know, again, how crazy the drop rates were. Time is bullets. I don't know. Hopefully I'm kind of making sense. I don't know. Maybe I don't feel like I'm really painting the picture all that well when I'm trying to, you know, or articulating what I'm trying to say, or, you know, yeah, just getting my point across very well. I don't know. Hopefully you guys kind of, you know, are understanding what I'm getting at, but yeah, it was like it on multiple levels. It just completely made the experience way less fun, you know. And such a simple thing like drop rates could really do that, you know. Can really make or break a game like this, because it, at the end of the day, it is a looter shooter after all. The loot is kind of a big deal, and so are the drop rates of said loot. You know? And if you make your best weapons in the game common, like, it just, like, it might be kind of cool at first because you're like, oh shit, this is awesome, and then you realize, like, the more you play, which is what happened to me, you know, the more I played, almost like the more depressing it got. Like, whenever I found a legendary, it was kind of depressing. It was kind of like, ah, again? you know? And a lot of the time it would be like a new legendary, so I'd feel like I'd have to try the legendary, and I was already really enjoying the stuff I was, or, you know, the legendaries I was already using, because it more than likely was already had like a full fucking, you know, loadout of legendaries at that point. But every fucking 5-10 minutes I'd find another one. You know, and that, again, that's just part of the problem. This is just another aspect of the problem. You know? So anyway, did I get everything? I went upstairs, right? I think I did. What time is it? 1:40? Yeah, I think I am gonna wrap it up here, guys. That armory run, I don't know. I feel like I kind of just got, you know, a little bit lost in the rant there or something, because I felt like that armory run, I mean, I only did one armory run, right? And that took what, like 30 minutes or something? But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Again, very casual, very chill stream. But hopefully you enjoyed it nonetheless. I appreciate you guys coming in. Liquid, it was great to have you, man. It was great to talk to you. It was really cool to hear, you know, about, you know, what's been going on with you, you know, living in Japan and stuff. Yeah, it's just been, it's great to hear from you, man. You know, it's been a while. And, you know, also JDX, I don't know if you're still here. I assume you're gone, but it's great to have you. And anybody else who came in that I, forgetting, or that has just been watching, I really appreciate it, guys. I appreciate all the support. And once again, I like to remind people, if you're not following me already on Twitch, go follow me. The link is in the description below. I'm going to be switching over there at some point. I know I've been saying this for a while. You know, but I don't know, I'm just not quite ready to switch over there yet. I'm kind of still waiting for more people to kind of go over there, you know, waiting to hear that follower notification go off more before I switch over to Twitch. So if you're not following me over there already, go follow me, because I do at some point plan on switching to Twitch. Although I have been maybe thinking about, you know, doing the whole multi-stream thing again with like Twitch and YouTube, but I don't know. I'd have to try that again. I'm not going to use Restream though, but I think there are other ways. I've heard that there are other ways to do it that are better. So maybe that would be a thing, but we'll just kind of see. Regardless, I'm still going to be, you know, streaming on Twitch, you know, at the end of the day probably. So yeah. Anyway, I hope you guys have a good rest of your week, though. Have a good weekend and everything. And I don't know when I'm gonna stream again next. I might actually do another stream this weekend. Maybe do some Noita. I'll definitely do Noita next time, regardless. I think now that I got a Borderlands stream in, I'll probably do Noita next. So you guys can look forward to that. Yeah. Other than that, guys, that's pretty much it. So I hope you all have like I said, have a good rest of your, you know, day, and have a good weekend and everything, and I will see you all on the next one. I hope you all take care. Peace out, guys.